Just do it!
Welcome to The Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Mica Burton.
In a battle that's been brewing for months now, the trial between ZeniMax Media and the folks behind the Oculus Rift is finally underway this week, and things are already getting nasty.
So mean and so petty. Right as the trial has gotten off the ground, Oculus sent out a trash-talking statement this week claiming that ZeniMax did not have the vision, expertise, or patience to build the Oculus Rift, calling the lawsuit wasteful.
I'm sure that's why they recruited that ZeniMax employee.
Oh, shots fired.
With loads of personal insults already embedded in the court documents themselves, accusations that Oculus members have lied under oath, and potentially billions of dollars at stake, no doubt the trial is going to get messy. So messy, in fact, that Mark Zuckerberg may end up being dragged into it. He may even have to take the stand.
You better lawyer up, asshole.
The courtroom fight is one of the highest profile cases in tech industry history, as ZeniMax claims that VR startup stole trade secrets when it developed the Oculus Rift headset.
The gist of ZeniMax's complaint is that many former ZeniMax employees, along with Oculus co-founder and Rift inventor Palmer Luckey, are building the Rift based on research that was initially done at ZeniMax. ZeniMax has also accused former id Software co-founder John Carmack, remember that ZeniMax employee we mentioned? That was him, of providing technology to Oculus, proprietary technology even.
So what really blew this story into the stratosphere was Facebook's acquisition of Oculus for $2 billion in 2014. That's a lot of billions. That represented an early bet on virtual reality, and obviously the big prize was Oculus's groundbreaking headset.
But ZeniMax sued Oculus for $2 billion later that year, saying that the Oculus was built on stolen technology, and claims that Facebook acquired Oculus with full awareness that that was the case.
For its part, Oculus claims that the lawsuit is just a cash grab and a chance for a quick payout on the part of ZeniMax. And as the trial started, they reiterated that point with a statement we mentioned earlier saying that ZeniMax didn't have the vision, expertise, or patience to build the Oculus Rift or the tech behind it.
Ouch.
God.
Yeah, this is a case that's gotten really personal really quick and has led to public sniping on both sides, with Oculus saying that ZeniMax didn't have the expertise to build the Oculus Rift, and ZeniMax saying that Carmack, who is now the chief tech officer at Oculus, and others at the company, are straight up liars.
Straight up. Behind it all is still infant VR industry. While it's still in the very early stages, experts say it could one day be a multi-billion-dollar industry. Oculus Rift has been one of the pioneers of VR, and ZeniMax clearly feels like it belongs to them.
If all that wasn't big enough, ZeniMax has said that as part of its case, it'll call Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg to the stand, and that's something that Facebook probably wants to avoid.
ZeniMax has declined to comment, but an Oculus rep provided this statement to Polygon about the case.
We are eager to present our case in court, the statement said. Oculus and its founders have invested a wealth of time and money in VR because we believe it can fundamentally transform the way people interact and communicate. We are disappointed that another company is using wasteful litigation to attempt to take credit for technology that it did not have the vision, expertise, or patience to build.
If you're not familiar with ZeniMax, it's a huge media company that owns a number of game developers, including Bethesda, Arcane, Battlecry Studios, and of course id. Some of the biggest franchises in recent memory, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Dishonored, and others, have been developed under the ZeniMax umbrella.
On the other side is Oculus, which is backed by Facebook, which owns a large portion of the internet. So yeah, this is a fight between two really big companies with a lot of resources to spend.
And a lot of shade to throw. So here's the backstory about how this all started. ZeniMax first filed its lawsuit back in May 2014, a few months after Facebook announced it would be acquiring Oculus. ZeniMax's suit was filed against Oculus and its founders Brendan Arib and Palmer Luckey. It also names John Carmack and now Facebook.
The original suit stated that ZeniMax invested several years and tens of millions of dollars into VR tech, research led by John Carmack, who was running its software at the time. Since it is a subsidiary of ZeniMax, any work done there would belong to them.
According to the suit, Carmack hooked up with Palmer Luckey during this process, and the two used some of ZeniMax's proprietary technology to improve the Rift and make it a functional and commercially viable product.
ZeniMax said in a court filing that Carmack, while a ZeniMax employee, conducted research to address technological issues associated with VR back in 2011 and 2012.
Carmack and other ZeniMax employees conducted that research at ZeniMax offices, on ZeniMax computers, and using ZeniMax resources, according to the filing.
They were lit by ZeniMax lights.
They ate ZeniMax food and drank ZeniMax coffee.
On ZeniMax desks.
How ZeniMax dare they?
ZeniMax also says Lucky basically lacked the expertise to develop the Rift himself, saying that Lucky increasingly held himself out to the media and the public as the visionary developer of the Rift's VR technology, which had actually been developed by ZeniMax without Lucky's involvement.
On the other side of that case, Facebook argues that ZeniMax didn't claim to own the technology until Facebook announced that Oculus purchased early in 2014.
And Carmack said that his employment agreement at ZeniMax allowed him to be involved in Oculus because it wasn't a gaming company and therefore wasn't a competitor for ZeniMax.
What's more, Carmack says he offered to make a VR headset for ZeniMax, but the idea didn't get any traction with CEO Robert Altman.
Altman decided not to pursue the opportunity to make ZeniMax a player on the ground floor of the VR hardware revolution, Carmack's filing says.
This is a big fight because there's a lot involved, like being in on the ground floor for a brand new industry.
Despite the relative early underperformance of VR, experts still believe that it will grow into a massive industry in the next few years. Bloomberg reports that the VR industry is forecast to exceed $84 billion in sales by 2020. And
wow,
even if they have to adjust that downwards as many times as they had to adjust the VR forecast for 2016, it's still going to be billions of dollars. And people want billions of dollars, especially companies.
Yeah. The trial, which is taking place in Dallas, is expected to last about 3 weeks.
I kind of want to do a field trip to the court to just listen to them like sling shit at each other. It's not that far. It's only a couple hours drive from us.
Let's do it.
What do you guys think of the fight between tech titans? Are you Team Oculus, Team ZeniMax? Let us know in the comments.
And for all your VR and lawsuits over VR news, be sure to like this video and subscribe to The Know. I want to go there now and I want to quote The Social Network the whole time. I want to be like, I got my whatever, my fuck you flip-flops, lawyer up asshole, Zuckerberg quotes.
Scraping chair.
Okay.
Where is the scrapey chair?
It sounds above us, but that's not possible.
Someone having a party on the roof?
Fun, invite us.